Vanity of vanities, says the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What advantage does man have in all his work which he does under the sun? A generation goes and a generation comes, but the earth remains forever. This is from the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible. That word vanity could also mean meaningless. So meaningless, says the teacher, utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. And this book is really fascinating because this guy Solomon, he had a lot of stuff, money, women, you name it. He tried to pursue things in life that he thought would bring him pleasure, and they didn't bring him lasting joy and lasting fulfillment. And so I just thought of this verse and this topic because punting is fun, football's fun, doing your work, enjoying the sunset, having a family, enjoying some coffee, whatever, just the common grace of this life. But the point of this book is that this guy who went through his life and did all this and tried to pursue happiness or pursue pleasure without God, he basically comes to the conclusion that it's all vanity, and that what toil do you have for your work? Eventually you're going to die and you can't bring anything with you, and it leaves you unfulfilled. Thankfully, he comes to the conclusion at the end. So he comes to his conclusion at the end that there is a point and there is a meaning. So before I get to that, I want to encourage you, if you feel like your life is meaningless, or if you feel like what you're doing each day is just chasing after the wind, there's no end goal in sight, and you realize that, like it says in the book of James, your life is like a vapor and you don't know why you're here, what you're doing, there's hope. And he comes to the conclusion at the end of Ecclesiastes that basically we're meant to live for God. Humans, because we're made in God's image, the only way we'll have ultimate fulfillment and ultimate joy is by living for God, to fear God, to honor his commands. And when you do that first, now you can actually enjoy life. You can enjoy the common grace that God gives you, the blessings of life, food, family, just your work, what you like to do, your passions. You can actually enjoy that if you start from the foundation of living for God and for his glory, and realizing that God loved you and sent his son to die for you if you repent and trust in him, and you're living for the hopes of heaven and an eternal kingdom. And I love Romans 11:36. It says, "For from him and through him and to him are all things. To him be the glory forever." And so as God's creation, humans created in his image, when you're living for the glory of God is when you're living in the fullest joy that a human can experience. And so I want to encourage you guys with that. Hope you're doing good. This is Hang Time signing off. Peace.